Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, NerdMode, and welcome to recap a video series where I'll be going over what has been occurring over the last week and talk with you guys about things that you can be expecting in future episodes. So with that said and done, let's jump right into the episode, shall we? So of course, starting things off on the YouTube front, I'm really satisfied by the overall performance of the videos this week, and I think there was some pretty good content uploaded on the behalf of that. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed everything uploaded. Of course, it'll be more of a rinse and repeat process for the next coming weeks, but I think everything's been turning out well. I'm still trying to get everything sorted out. I've also come into contact with a little bit of some information that makes my videos have a higher bit rate, which I'm actually really excited about. It basically makes when you guys watch the videos, at least in 4K or really any resolution, it boosts the overall bit rate being occupied, which in turn makes the videos look better. And I'm really excited I found this. I kind of just stumbled upon it, and ever since then I've been very satisfied by how everything's been turning out. Now, of course, with that kind of talked about, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm actually really excited for 60 frames per second to come to YouTube here in the next coming months. I think that's really going to make the videos a lot more enjoyable, considering that I already upload in 4K, so I'm already ahead of the game on that aspect. But as well as with 60 frames per second coming, it should make the videos look a lot more smooth, which I'm hoping you guys will really thoroughly enjoy, and I'm going to enjoy it as well when it comes down to a viewing standpoint. Now, of course, transferring over to the gaming side of things, I've actually been having a lot of fun playing some other games, considering that the last time since I talked to you guys, at least in this format, was Friday of last week. Now we are on the new week and the Steam sale has ended. It did end on Monday, which was such a shame because I actually really enjoyed looking at all the stuff went on sale, but by and large Steam is pretty good, and I imagine a lot of that stuff will go on sale throughout the rest of this year, as well as when we get a little closer to the winter Steam sale that is pretty much noticeable in most circumstances. So a lot of good things on the horizon. If you guys didn't get your fair share this time around, rest assured I'm sure you guys will be able to spend a good amount of money when the winter one comes in the next couple of months. But of course, alongside playing Battlefield 4 and having my good moments and my bad moments when I play that game, I'm sure you guys can ask Daze in the comments below because I'm sure he'll feel free to let you know. But with that in mind, I have been enjoying the experience. There's just days where I have my moments where I'm really loving the game and then I'm really hating the game, and I think we all have that. I don't really hate Battlefield 4. I don't think it's a broken game as much as people complain about it, but it does have its moments where the mortar spam can be a little stupid, the airburst spamming can be a little insane on some maps, and I think just because I like Operation Locker, a lot of these problems are a lot more present, because if you play the bigger maps in Battlefield 4, you notice that there isn't a whole lot of spamming going on, considering that you have a lot more avenues. However, if you play Operation Locker or Operation Metro, you have quickly found that people play absolutely like the biggest douches in the entire world. And I guess that's okay in some cases, but man, it can really make the gaming experience very frustrating. However, there are some good games where the competitors really want to play the game like a bunch of men, and they want to pound their chest and basically make those initiative rushes, and it can be a lot of fun to play those games. They're just not as common as the spamming lobbies, so I guess you win some and you lose some, especially if you like to play close quarters. Now with that said, of course, I've been playing a little bit of Insurgency with Daze. We've been having some fun. It's just a little bit of a different game, so I have to kind of grasp my overall abilities on it, and I'm not the best that I think I should be. So, of course, practice makes perfection in some cases, and I'm hoping that's one of these cases. But alongside that, I have bought a ton of games on Steam, and I'm really looking forward to the new releases coming at the end of this year when it comes down to AAA titles, because that should be a lot of fun for some Let's Plays, as well as just the gaming experience by itself. And finally, let's talk a little bit about some of the real life things that are going on in my life at the moment, and hopefully I'll be able to provide you guys with a better picture of what I do on a day-to-day basis. So, of course, last week I talked with you guys about getting a phone, and that actually did happen this time around. However, it was not on the day that I had envisioned. I waited around Friday for my dad to take me up since I don't have credit. You would think at my age I would, but I'm also not going out there spending tons of money and taking money from the bank. So hopefully in that aspect I did the correct decision when it comes down to it. But at the moment he took me up there, co-signed on the bad boy. I'm making credit now, which is all that really matters. And I think that's pretty nice. So some of you guys want to know what kind of a phone I went with, and I went with the Samsung Galaxy S5. And the main reason I went with it is the features that it had really appealed to me personally. I'm sure the iPhone series is great. I really didn't do a ton of research into it, but when it comes down to it, from all my friends that have it, it seems like it breaks a little too easy for me, and I don't really want to go up there to have to buy a whole new phone, so that wasn't really something I was interested in. But it's a phone. No matter what, if you sit on it, you throw it on the ground, you throw it against the wall, of course it's going to break, but I've had friends that drop that iPhone thing like 3 inches and it just shatters to pieces, so that's not really something that I thought I would enjoy, but I'm sure it's an absolute amazing phone along with anything else that you guys have out there. So, of course, in that accord, that's the phone I went with, and I've been loving it. It's probably my favorite thing that I own at the moment, but of course, I'm on the hype train right now, so that's all that really matters. Now, of course, alongside that, I have been working some pretty lengthy shifts in the last couple of weeks, and this is something that I'm not exactly accustomed to, considering that the last jobs I've had, my shifts would range from anywhere between 4 to 6 hours, a pretty common thing for somebody that was in high school, or really just anything of the assortment. The jobs that I occupied kind of did it that way. Now, of course, since my age, I'm becoming more of an adult in that aspect. If you want to look at it in that retrospect, that's kind of how it's coming down. And so I'm having to work these 9 to 5, so to speak, jobs. And it's not exactly my favorite thing, but I guess money's money. So, you need money to live and buy stuff and pay bills. So I guess that's how I have to look at it. Though, my hours have been decreasing here the last couple of weeks, which is kind of concerning since I have quite a bit of bills to pay for. But I imagine everything will sort itself out. In worst case scenario, I just go find another job to add to the coexisting one I have, or maybe I just entirely switch all the way over to a new job. Who knows? But I'll keep you guys updated if that's something you're interested in, but at the moment it's not really worrying me too much, but it's also in the back of my mind wondering how I'm going to get everything figured out, as well as purchase some of the things that I have envisioned for myself in the next coming months. But anyway, guys, that's really all the information when it comes down to it. I hope you guys found something in this video entertaining, but by itself, I'll see you guys in the next installation, and until then, this is NMO, and I'm going to be signing out, guys. Peace.